Christina Love. This is 50. And today we're here with one of the strongest, youngest faces in the rap game right now. Toosii.
What's the word?
Toosii?
Mm,
I mean, everybody's raving about you,
So,
loving you. It's Toosii.
I'm getting you.
Syracuse's own.
So,
Yup. I mean, and when I say youngest, strongest in the rap game right now is how they're talking
you think
about
so?
you. I think
What
so.
you think?
Yo, I really love your whole sound.
I appreciate
We're gonna get into that though. I don't want to jump. I don't want to jump the
So-
gun.
So,
So, Syracuse's own,
uh,
right?
315.
There you go.
So,
So, where did the love for music begin for you, Toosii?
so my dad and my brother used to make music. I want to rap too. Feel me? So like I wanted to do anything they did. And that's really what my inspiration came from.
I love to hear it. I love to
So,
hear that it came from that, and so that we see too that as little kids looking up to their parents or their brothers, and
yeah,
that's a role model, something so important.
yeah, for sure. A mentor.
Definitely. Talk to us about that sound because you've been consistent with your sound.
Um, it's so crazy because like when I first started off making music, I ain't used to make like melodic music. You feel me? I used to like really rap. I used to like, the people that I was looking up to was people like, J. Cole, people like that. And then like as time went on, um, I started to find myself a little bit more. So I think what it is with hip hop now, like a lot of people are versatile. It's like everybody, like I tell, like I had made a post a long time ago and I was like, you feel me? And I meant this. I ain't really care what nobody thought, but like I said, like I feel like I'm the Drake of the upcoming artists. And like people laughed, you feel me? And I sat back and I took the back seat because like, I'm used to being laughed at like my whole life. Like, you feel me? That's what I thrive off of. I thrive off of doubt. Like, feel me? So my whole life people been doubting me. And I had told people like, yeah, I feel like the Drake of the upcoming artists, and they laughed at me. When they laughed at me, I was just like, I bet y'all gonna see. Because to me, it's like everybody got a lane. You feel me?
That's right.
Y'all either make the melodic stuff, y'all either make the street stuff, or it's never a mix of two. It's never really people doing both. You feel me? It's never people rapping with no auto tune and then the next day coming in with auto tune. With me, it's like, all right, bet I'm gonna do both, and I'm gonna be great at doing both. You feel me? I feel like that's what the game missing right now, and everybody want to be like somebody. Like I sat in the room with Young Thug a few days ago. You feel me? And we just sat in politics for a little bit. And he told me like the game repetitive. You feel me? The game repetitive. Like
Right.
it ain't nothing that I do that somebody else ain't already do. And to me, it's like, all right, that let me know that it's. But it all had to start somewhere.
That's right.
I'm gonna be
We're
known
all influenced by something, right?
And
And history repeats itself.
for sure. I'm gonna influence the game for sure.
You're already doing that. You're already doing
Sure.
that. So now we had, and I'm gonna go way back with this, right? Why not now,
Yeah.
right? Then we had Poetic Pain.
Mm-hmm.
There was stuff in between. Don't get me wrong, stuff in between, right? And Poetic Pain LP, we see Summer Walker. We hear Little Dirk, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we're getting closer to now. We have Working with the Baby,
Mm-hmm.
right? What
Sure.
project is that?
That was just on the last one.
The last one.
Yeah.
Yes. Now we're gonna get into Thank You for Believing,
Mm-hmm.
and which is on a total different level.
So
But talk to me about the growth.
yeah, I mean, as time go on and you stay consistent, things start to grow. And I locked in a lot more, which basically just trying to find my niche, find out what it is like that I tend to. What's my crowd? Who love me? Who the people that support me? And I just, I tried to stay consistent while I was in the studio. So as I stayed consistent and being in the studio, I grew over time. I found out how to do a lot more. I found out how to record myself. I found out what pieces in the studio it was that I'm in love with. What sound it was that my fans love from me. Like, feel me? I don't know. I just try to stay consistent. So I feel like time is what bettered me.
It's amazing to hear. And I love that you use the word love.
Yeah,
And I want to get into this aspect of
yeah.
your social media, the way you carry yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You're truly, truly known for the love.
Mm-hmm.
The love you show your girlfriend,
Yeah.
how your music sounds like stories, love stories, a mix of all of that.
Mm-hmm.
Talk to us about being vulnerable. Now, and when I say vulnerable, I mean just being open with your emotions.
Yeah.
Being, I'm not taking from you, I don't want to take from you as a man, being like, oh, you're
Ain't
vulnerable.
nothing
No, but
wrong
I
with
feel
being
like
vulnerable.
it's something we lack now.
Yeah. Honestly, feel me? Growing up, like I'm always been the type of person that learn from like other people's mistakes. Feel me? So like growing up, I never really had no like male figure who taught me how to, treat a woman. You feel me? I always just sat around and knew how my family wanted to be treated, how my sisters wanted to be treated, and how my mom wanted to be treated. Like I listened to them talk. You feel me? I listened to the things that women like. And at the end of the day, it's like, you feel me? Like I always told myself, like, I'm gonna love a woman like the way that my mom wanna be loved. You feel me? So when it comes to like being vulnerable and showing emotion, I don't mind doing that because at the end of the day, when I wake up, I don't live to do nothing for no man. Like it ain't what I'm doing, man, you feel me? That's not what I tend to. I don't care for that. So feel me? I tend to what it is that I like, or what it is that I love. I love women. I love my girl. You feel me? I love my siblings. So, you feel me? That's just where being vulnerable came from, because I know what it is I like. And I'm not trying to impress the dude. So,
I love the way you put that.
yeah.
So let's get back to the new album.
Mhm.
Now you got volume 1, volume 2. Thank you for believing.
Yeah,
That is one heck of a project.
I appreciate it for sure.
So accessible right now you have Fabio, right?
Uh-huh.
You just dropped something with that.
Yeah,
And the numbers are crazy.
yeah.
Wait, first of all, we got 1 billion global streams,
So,
top billboard.
mm-hmm. So,
What did it take to create this project? Who's behind this project? Give us a little insight on that.
my whole team. Shout out to my whole team. I ain't even gonna name names because there's so many people, but just shout out to my whole team, like South Coast to Capitol Records, to my manager. Feel me? Like shout out to everybody. Shout out to everybody that was a part of it. Shout out to the people who shot videos to these songs. Like just everybody who brought the emotion to life. You feel me? You got Thank You for Believing, and then you got the manifestation, which is like Thank You for Believing the manifestation. And volume 2 just came up. Honestly, like volume 1 was good, but like I knew that volume 2 was gonna be better. You feel me? Like I purposely did that so that people to have more to come back to. Like it's like, all right, bet I'm gonna give y'all a little bit, and then I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna give y'all the whole thing, and it's just gonna make that little bit that I gave y'all even better because it's all gonna flow the right way. And I mean, I named it the manifestation. Like the second part of the project, I named it the manifestation because I feel like my whole career, my whole lifestyle, I done manifested all of this. You feel me? Like, remember this interview where I said like I'm the Drake of the upcoming artist? I'm telling you, like, it's gonna come back for a certain. I don't never slack. I ain't no slack. I ain't never been no slacker, no slouch, no none of that. You know? So yeah.
So okay, so we're here with This Is 50.
Yeah.
Let's go on the 50 Cent side and everything he's doing right now. And are you into any other power shows?
Nah.
Oh,
but
man, you're missing out.
This the thing though. I be seeing what's his name, Michael.
Yeah.
Yeah. Me and him done chopped it up before. I forget what's the name on the show, like Tariq.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. So like we done chopped it up before and stuff like that. But I don't really like. I see people like when they approach him. I see people approach him and be like, "Why you kill you?" Like say stuff like that. Feel me, Eric? Like all the time. Like I'm talking about Wiz on Clubhouse. Like a few months back, like, as soon as he came into the room, that's all people were saying. Like,
It's crazy, right?
yeah,
Like they were really taking, like really holding
yeah,
him
now
accountable
they
for a character he's
yo,
playing,
but like that's how
a
you know he
role.
did good acting though.
That's right.
So like I don't know, I didn't get into power. Like I ain't I won't lie. I be so busy like
I can't
recording.
imagine.
Yeah, I be so busy recording and like trying to build other like low foundations. Like I started the gaming thing. Feel me? I got a whole community over there. I'm trying to take a next step, go into the fashion side. Like I got a lot going on. Feel
Let's
me? I be
go.
trying to take steps, but now right now I'm back focused on recording. So nah, I ain't really tapping into it. But come on, tell me about it.
All right, so hearing his success, the shows, you're gonna have to just take the time
Yeah,
to really get into it.
yeah,
Even if it's raising Canaan right now,
yeah.
oh my
Yeah,
God, it's
yeah,
like
okay,
a
okay. I'm gonna get
straight
into that
movie.
though.
Straight movie.
Yeah, I'm gonna get
Maybe
into
on the
that.
flight or something. You take
So,
care.
I'm gonna get into
But
that.
when it comes to 50 and all he's done, and with the shows, being an entrepreneur, executive producer now, what have you taken from that come up? What have you taken from watching him?
I mean, like the game, and shout out to Pop Smoke, feel me? Because I felt like he was definitely on the wave of doing that next.
That's
Like,
right.
show, like he motivated me even more because I already wanted to, but he motivated me even more to let me know that our generation was still taking that step from going into music, into the movies. With that one movie he was just in, Pop Smoke. And like when it comes to 50 Cent, I feel like from him to Nelly to you know people like Nip and who else? Like it's just a bunch of the OGs, Ice Cube and all of them. Like these people who took the hip hop, went from hip hop and went into movies, and that's something we always talk about. Like that's my next step for real. Like after music, I want to do movies and I want to start building businesses and real estate, and So he just one of those people who let me know that it's possible. You know what I mean? 50 Cent funny too, man. Yeah, that's a funny dude. I just sit back watching. He's funny.
So now, Toosii, I wanted to ask you, I feel like, again, going back to the way you talk about the love for the game, the love for music, the love for family, your social media presence,
Yeah,
the way your presence in your videos, through your rap,
yeah,
I feel you truly have a consistency, a way of being that has kept you in the right mentality to stay focused for
yeah,
this.
for sure.
What helps you with that? Because right now we're in a time where mental health is something that's really important. There's a lot of us out there who are suffering,
Yeah,
and artists. I mean, everybody who's just working day to day, trying to make that dollar and trying to get by.
yeah.
What keeps you in that focused mentality? What keeps you pushing?
Um,
Besides the numbers and the money, because all right, we know that's what it is, right?
yeah,
But
but you
when
know what's
that's
crazy
not,
though? Like once you start to get the numbers and the money, people get content. You know?
yep,
Like I had caught myself one time like not being content, but just doing a little bit less than what I was doing. And I'm keeping running. I ain't made nowhere near enough money to to where I need to be being content. You feel me? But I had caught myself, living a little lavish. I mean, I had to sit back and be like, all right, bet, like, you know what I mean, boy, you're not that hot. For real, like,
focus.
you're not all the way there. You feel me? So, I think like what keep my mental right, like keep it 100, like my nieces and my nephews. Like, my nieces and my nephews will keep my mental right. Like, you feel me? Cause I want kids one day, but I can remember like my sister was locked up. My sister was in prison for like 3 years. Feel me? And I raised my nieces and my nephew. You know what I mean? For 3 years, 16, when everybody was going to parties and stuff like that, I really wasn't able to go to parties. I used to catch like maybe like a few parties, but feel me? I used to be babysitting. I raised my niece. My niece that's like how old England now? Like, but I don't even know how old she probably like 4, she like 5 now or something like that. Yeah, she might be like 5. Like I raised her though. I raised her. So, you feel me? I don't know. They will keep me motivated and keep my mental right. I'm trying to make sure they life straight and they kids and they kids, feel me?
I love to hear it. I love to see it. Truly genuine. I mean, it seems like it's all around. You're surrounded by the focus. You're surrounded by the family. You're surrounded by the love. You know, down to your record label. You coming from a record label. What do you advice on that with record labels and dealing with record labels? And there's a lot of being independent artists. The record labels will do for you. What do you feel about that?
Um, I think like when it comes to record labels, feel me? Um, you just got first of all like find a record label that's gonna make you a priority. Feel me? Once you find a record label that's gonna make you a priority, um, it's hard for them to enhance what you got going on, but just remember what got you here. Like man, because a lot of the times like record labels that inadvertently hold you back. They feel like they're helping you, but they really not helping you in reality because they giving you so many opinions and so many thoughts on what they think you should do when you already been doing the right thing to get to where you at. Because if you wasn't, they would have never signed you. Feel me? So like 9 times out of 10, feel me? It just be like continue what you doing and find a label that's gonna make you, that's gonna make you a priority. Man, because I love my label to death. Some stuff they know not to come to me with. For real, I ain't doing it. Yeah, I ain't doing it. And if I don't like something, I just won't do it. They know it. But like, yeah, I'm definitely a priority on my side for sure.
Oh man, I love to hear it, yo. I mean, we heard, well, you said gaming. You gonna tap into gaming, fashion. So we already know what's to come.
Movies, all that.
Movies, a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
Yo, Toosii, congratulations on everything.
Thank
I can't wait to see the more that's coming and where this takes you.
For sure.
This is 50, Toosii, Justina Love. We out.